So I'm pretty much that goody two shoes, don't like to get caught. I'm actually a lot smarter than my parents kind of person. I know. Right. I actually was, for the most part. I was one of those that always seemed really good because I never got caught. So ninth grade, that pack of people that you travel around with. You've got one that's kind of the sporty person. You've got one that kind of has no life, and then kind of the overweight person, and kind of this the random group of people that you hang out with. In ninth grade, that was my posse. And I had this group in ninth grade. I was the only one who had a parent who smoked. So I was therefore the designated steal the cigarettes from your parent person. So, which was fine because I was very good at it. Very sneaky. My stepdad was kind of a closet smoker, so he would take one out of a pack and then leave the pack somewhere, and I would randomly swipe that pack for me and my friends. So that's kind of how that went down. So I was always the stealer because we didn't know anyone who was 18 who could buy a cigarette. So that was number one. So I was always the one stealing that. Or there would be where, really gross, I know, people who smoke. I don't smoke now, but then, a couple puffs off of it, take the half, burned one. Yeah, we'll smoke that. Off to we had what we called an umbrella tree, which is this big, huge pine tree that we would go smoke at before school when it was 70 below. Why not? Because we could, and the people who lived there said we could. So anyway, the actually busted story comes here. Stolen cigarettes. I don't think I ever had a brand new pack till maybe sophomore year. This was freshman year of half smoked cigarettes and half packs owned by my mom. So stealing the pack of cigarettes, I tell my friend Amanda, which that night was, okay, for a ninth grade girl, you're going to have a group slumber party. Okay, so like 5 of your friends. Super exciting. You love to have these where you can have 5 people over because usually your parents say no, the limit is 2. Beyond that, no. So, oh my gosh, all of my friends get to stay in one location for one night. This is so exciting. My friend Amanda's going to drive me home. I'm going to grab my bag, and we're going to go hang out at Amanda's house all night. So that's what we do. And on the way home, hey, let's smoke that one half-burned cigarette that that you stole from your mom earlier this morning. So we steal this cigarette, and I say, hey, Amanda, anyone who lives in Bismarck knows that Washington Street is the most busiest street in Bismarck. Which is where I'm from, and Hughes Middle School, what used to be Hughes, which is now, I don't know, some different troubled for the youth school, and has now since moved to Horizon Middle School way up north in Bismarck, but was only 3 blocks from where I lived. And so I said, well, Amanda, drive down the side streets because don't drive down Washington because my mom could be driving down Washington Street. Like your mom would be driving down Washington. Yes, my mom could be driving down Washington Street. I have piano lessons. I'm this goody two-shoes. I have this side life that I have going on in some other realm that you do not even realize is going on. That I have to portray, this persona I have going on in a separate life. So I've got this going on. I say, Amanda, don't drive down Washington. My friend Ashley, no, Brianne, it's fine. It's 2 blocks from your house. It's fine. No, don't drive down Washington Street while we're smoking. Let me finish my cigarette on Avenue A, okay? Then go on, turns left at the 4-way stop on Washington Street. I look up as I'm like this to see my mother at the stop sign with my sister who hates me in the passenger seat going like this. And I say, I am so fucked, you guys have no idea. I say, and my friend Ashley goes, oh my God, Brianne, that was your mom. I say, no kidding, because my mom, any moms who have that death look, my mom has one worse. And I was like, even right now telling the story, my heart is beating really fast, thinking about how my mom looked at me. I looked back over, because I was in the backseat of my friend Amanda's car. I looked back over my shoulder and saw my mom whip around that corner, because I was supposed to be at my house. Saw her whip around that corner, and I went, oh my God, I'm so dead. And this sleepover with my 5 friends is so over tonight. And so I get to my house. I get there before she does, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to wait for death to rain upon me. And so I get into my house, and I wait for her to storm from, slam doors. I'm hearing doors slammed. And I'm just feeling the smile of my sister in the passenger seat as they both walk in the door together. And my mother just comes in, just as casual as can be, and I say, yeah? She says, yeah. And I say, so, because this is a big sleepover. Oh, I've been looking forward to it all week. And she says, oh, you're not grounded. No, because I have divorced parents. So your dad's picking you up tomorrow. You can tell him what you did. And I said, okay, sure, that's it, yeah. Wait to ruin my night. Thank you very much for ruining my night, because all I could do all night was cry and freak out about what my dad was going to say when I told him I got busted smoking, because my dad is like one of those, you're going to be in an oxygen tank and you're going to die when you're 30 from smoking and all these things. So all night I'm going, oh God, you guys, what do you think he's going to say? Oh my God. Like, it was the worst punishment I have ever received in my life to not get grounded. Because, yes, I got to enjoy the sleepover, but I had to anticipate my dad's arrival the next morning. And so all night, and they're like, Brianne, don't worry about it. Just enjoy your night. Just have fun. At least you got to come out. You know, at least you weren't grounded for life. Okay. Oh, but what is he going to say? Oh my God. Like, what is he going to say? And so, okay, all right. I kind of let loose again. Okay, whatever. I have fun. The next morning I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, my heart. This is my dad's going to pick me up. And what am I going to say? Because my mom's going to know if I didn't tell him. And so my dad picks me up and I'm walking to his truck and I'm like, carrying my bag. And I'm like, oh, my heart is beating so fast. I feel like it's coming out of my mouth. And so I get into the car, and he's like, well, how was your sleepover? He has no idea. I mean, my mom is not one that would just call him ahead of time and give him a heads up. That's just not the deal. Like, she knows that I'm honest. I will do this. So I get in the car, and I start sobbing. And my dad is like, what happened to you? Oh, my goodness. And I mean, I fall apart, sobbing, hysterically crying, can't even get the words out. I'm so upset about this because anybody who knows me today knows that I really freak out about things when something's weighing on my mind. So I do one of these like, Mom got me smoking and she made me tell you. And he doesn't know what to say. And for my father to not know what to say, I mean, my dad felt so bad for me. Like, I think he honestly thought, like, I can't believe that your mom gave you this punishment. And so, I mean, the whole drive from my friend Amanda's house, which is in, like, Mandan compared to, like, North Bismarck where my dad lives, I'm sobbing the entire time to the point where I can't even breathe. And so I tell him this, and all he says to me is he's like putting his arm on me, patting my back because I'm freaking out. And he's like, well, I think you already know that it's wrong, so I don't know what else to tell you. and so really, I was kind of my own worst enemy. But anyway, that's my story of being busted and having to face the consequences. So.